Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Sandy Bay here on Farming Simulator 17. Now it's finally summer, so spring only lasted 2 videos, but that's because of course most of our stuff was already planted. So next year we will have more to do in the spring, I promise, but it's just a one-off. So we're just down here on the seafront right now, taking in the early morning heat here in the summer, and we've just tried out this place here, and word of advice guys, don't come here, it's absolutely disgusting. The burgers here are ugh. But anyway, we're going to jump back into our truck and go back up to the farm because today we are finally starting our silage season, finally. So let's reset the head tracking here. So yeah, usually we would tend to our animals as well in the summer, but unfortunately we don't have the animals. We're of course buying them in the winter because they're cheaper to buy. The Seasons mod alters all the prices and stuff so that the animals are actually cheaper to buy in the winter. So we're going to head back up to the farm today. Now we do actually need to also get ourselves a windrow because I forgot to buy one. So we have no money left anymore. Of course, during the couple of weeks where you guys have missed out, so the rest of the spring, we have lost some money, but not all that much. We've got about, whoa, idiot. We've got about £20,000 left. So that should be fun. Right, so okay, we are back at the yard right now. We're going to go ahead and park up the pickup truck right, not in the way, are we? No, cool. Right about here. We'll jump out and we'll collect. I think we're going to use the Vulture today because the John Deere is still not road legal and the JCB may not, actually it may be powerful enough to carry the mowers. We may use the JCB. In fact, I think we are going to use the JCB because the 4-wheel steering will come in very handy. If you have missed the last couple of episodes, first of all, welcome to my Sandy Bay Let's Play. Secondly, this is a fictional JCB 3000. It's got 4-wheel steering and I think that's it, to be fair. Just the 4-wheel steering is the only fictional thing about it. There's the Vulture. He's just been out seeded one more field overnight in the rest of spring. The John Deere is a little bit dirty as well because he started to seed, but he couldn't really handle it all that much. Now I have edited the JCB just a little bit more. Now we can finally open the door from the outside, which is what I wanted in the last episode. That was quite easy to install. So we'll go ahead and jump into here. Close the door. I think it doesn't work with the HUD close, which is unfortunate. There we go. Hello, we do not need that. So yes, the grass may not be up to its optimum level for cutting, but it's anything we've got to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that anyway. So we're going to turn into here. What? Yeah, that is our front mower. Cool. So we'll attach our mowers. These are the Coon mowers. This is not part of the DLC. I think these are the mowers from 15, if I remember correctly. Let's hook that one up here. Reverse out and reverse back into the shed to get our rear mowers here. That was the wrong button. Okay, let's go ahead and hook this one up as well. We'll get it folded away. I think the front one's already folded away. Yes, it is. Cool. So we actually only own one grass field currently. One actual grass field. We do have the sheep pen and the cow pasture as well that we can use. They are grass. We don't have any animals just yet. So we may take full advantage of having no animals in there and actually possibly mow them as well. So we'll get our beacon lights on here. Now, as far as collecting the grass goes, we have 2 options. We can either use the forager that we have with the pickup, or we can use the loading wagon itself. So let me know in the comment section below, because that's probably going to be the next episode where we actually collect it. So we can either use the harvester and obviously spit it into the tractor, or the tractor with trailer, sorry, or we can just use the forage wagon, so we could just drive the tractors around, collect the grass, drive back, dump it into the silage pit, and we're done. Let me know what you'd prefer. It's actually a very hot day here in Devon. Actually, that's the cow pasture. We own that field. We can mow that as well in a second. As you can see, our crops are coming along quite well. I believe that's barley in there. So we have a nice bit of barley coming in. All the fields are fertilised, of course. There's the castle, in case you guys haven't been there before. Let's give that a little reset then. Right, so this is our grass field. So hopefully it is long enough to cut, and it looks like it might possibly be. So we'll quickly jump out and open this gate. Hopefully no cars come once we do this. Open up. Get it closed again. Where's the mouse? There it is. Okay. We can turn our beacon lights off now. We don't need them. So I'm not sure where the actual field starts, because not all of this is the actual field. We can kind of see the outline if we zoom out. So there's the field itself. We'll go ahead and close this. I'll try to get as much grass as we can from this. Forgot to use IC. We'll do it next time. Right, okay, so first things first, we need to do a couple of things. We need to activate the four-wheel steering. There's unfortunately no button mapped out on here for that just yet, so we had to use the keyboard. We'll go ahead and first of all unfold the rear mowers, unfold the front mowers. We'll get the front ones booted up ready. And the back ones. Good stuff. Now finally, I am going to use a GPS course today. I think it'll be a little bit neater that way. Why is it giving us a huge working width? That's not what I want at all. Right, okay. We'll go ahead and get onto this line here. We are going to be usually I don't use GPS with mowing, but we want this to be as neat and efficient as possible. So we'll get the rear mower lifted down first of all. And then the front. Activate cruise control, and we are finally away. So we're getting not bad swath from this either. It's not great, but the best we can do for now. Once again, we should have probably waited until autumn before we done this, but then we'd have nothing to do for the summer, so I did want to give you guys some content for the summer. So this is what we're going to be doing. I think next year what we'll do is we'll get it fertilised a little bit earlier so it has time to grow. I'm just adjusting the wheel cam here. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, probably not, because YouTube is going to compress it and all that good stuff anyway, but I'm currently using my brand new microphone. So finally got a decent microphone. I've had the old one now for probably about 5, maybe more years, possibly even like 8 years. I had it on my old channel. So I was well overdue for one. So I went with one called the Rode NT1, which is a fantastic microphone. I think it's the one that Silver TV uses as well, because we were talking about it in TeamSpeak the other day. This is a terrible swath. Absolutely terrible swath. Dang it. Oh well, we can't do anything about it now. Actually, I'm going to see how much we actually get from this. If it's not much at all, then we may do plan B, which is silage bales. Not as interesting to watch, but actually, even that might not work out, to be fair. But we're going to do the headland at the end, so what we're going to do is get to about here, lift up the mowers, and we'll go into our next pass. Four-wheel steering's really coming in handy with this thing. Get it lowered down. Well, of course a little bit there, but not to worry. So welcome back, hope you guys are well. So I'm actually getting a very good response from the Sandy Bay Let's Play. So don't forget guys, I play this for your guys' entertainment, so if there's anything you want me to do, do leave a suggestion in the comment section, and if I like it, we'll do it as well. Also, thank you to everybody that told me in the last episode what they do on their farm for summer. All the real farmers commented saying they do silage, which is why we're doing silage. Animals as well was another thing, common answer we got, but we don't have any animals just yet. So hopefully we'll buy them in the summer. Right, I should probably turn off the auto stop thing, but it's not really needed. We'll get to the end here, we'll lift up the front mower first of all, then the back, and we'll go into our next pass. Right, okay, so I just got a thumbnail, so sorry about the jump cut. Hopefully the thumbnail came out okay. There wasn't much to take a picture of in this area, because you can't really see any of the good views. I'm just going to quickly open this back window. Give us some fresh air in here. Look at that balloon all the way out there, that's pretty interesting. So, there's probably going to be at least one person who's already said, or getting ready to say, when you're mowing grass, you do the headland first, sorry. I know that. I wasn't exactly sure where we were going on this, so I think what we'll do actually is, should we start that now? Just to please everybody? Yes, we will. We'll go ahead and do the headland. I was sort of testing out exactly what we're going to be doing. Let's turn it off for now. And we'll get this headland out the way. We may possibly do 2. I just wanted to basically understand where the outskirts of the field were, but it looks like we can mow any of it anyway. We are going to get more swath, or more yield, I should say, from the bit that's actually a field, not just the bits that we're doing around the outside, which is exactly why I was hesitant to do the headland anyway. But every little bit helps, I suppose. Let's turn around here. That tree actually got collisions? I'm going to assume so. That may be something we have to chop down at some point. Now, we do have some big plans for this farm here on Sandy Bay. I'm not going to announce them just yet, because last time I announced something, a lot of other YouTubers decided to do it before me. So then it looked like I was copying them. So you guys might enjoy it, because it's Devon. It's actually a really common thing that happens down here. So it should be interesting to see if I can get that done. But we do need to save up quite a lot of money to do that. Hopefully the silage will pay for that. So we're going to do 2 headlands today? I think we will. I think we will do 2 headlands. And actually, this is probably the perfect map for my plan. I can't really think of any other map better than this one, to be fair, for what I have planned. Right, let's go into this. Well, this is still the first headland, but we are going to do a second one as well. Little bit lacking of the power here. The power station's not quite pulling these mowers up this hill that much, and this is even a steep hill, so we should have probably bought the Vulture. In fact, if we bought the Vulture, we could have used the reverse driving thing, which I've never ever actually used. That might be something to look into in a future episode. But this JCB won the vote, in my head, the vote, because it's got the 4-wheel steering, which is coming in very handy for turning around the corners and stuff and doing the passes. Actually, speaking of that, I gotta admit, I did think you guys wouldn't like the fact that this JCB has 4-wheel steering, because it doesn't in real life, but a lot of people said they liked it, so big shout out to all those people. I literally thought everyone was going to hate it, but it got quite a good reaction. And in answer to, is it going to be released, a lot of people were asking that. Pedro did reply, and he said that he's going to iron out some bugs first, because there is a few bugs with it. Right, let's go into this pass here. There we go. Move over a little bit. I always think these mowers are wider than they actually are, but they're actually quite narrow. That should do it. Keep it like this. Keep like our wheel just right of the line that we're following. And we'll do this final headland and carry on with our lengths, basically, because we are going to be windrowing this as well at the end. Right, okay, ready. So we're just coming up towards the end of our second headland. It's a bit wonky at the top because, of course, we missed it at the very start. We'll go ahead and get these lifted up again, and we'll go back to where we were. So we can go ahead and turn GPS back on now. So now we've actually got a headland to properly manoeuvre at the end, so we're not going to bother crushing any of the grass. I'm still a little bit concerned about the amount of grass we're getting from this field. I'm not sure how long it takes for the seasons mod to actually grow the grass, but oh well, hope we may even grow back enough just before winter, so the end of autumn, just enough so we can get at least a couple of hay bales out of it, because else we're going to have nothing to give to our cows. But yeah, we're going to fertilise this as soon as winter's over next time, so by the end of spring, halfway through summer, we're going to have big, thick, long grass to mow. Got to get that bit over there as well that I missed. Okay, let's go ahead and deactivate the GPS here. We don't really need to lift our mowers up, actually, because we're not really dragging anything around. Back one down. Awesome. So as far as windrows go, or windrowers I should say, I'm a bit stumped which one we should get. I think we're just going to go for the normal Coon one because it's my favourite, but I was looking at the other ones. The other ones seem a little bit too big, and the Coon merger seems way too big for this map. I know there's a lot of people using it just because it's new, fresh DLC, but I don't think that's enough for me to get it on this map, if I'm honest. I think the merger's just way too big. But with that said, I have got a rock merger, or ROC merger, however you want to say it, ROC, rock, something like that. I got a merger which is slightly smaller, which may be a little bit more fitted. So we may buy that one. Right, let's go ahead. Lift that up. Oh, no, lift that up. Turn off the GPS, sorry. Go into the next one. So of course we don't have to skip any rows or go to the opposite end of the field with this JCB, which is why I chose it, because the 4-wheel steering is giving us enough of a turning angle that we can just turn and go the next one instantly, which is pretty cool. Right, okay everybody, so we are just coming up towards the very end of this now. Not the end of the video, but the end of this task. Then we need to go and get ourselves a windrow. And quickly lift this up. There's no point in turning around here, so we're just going to basically reverse back and go back up this bit. Now we do have that one row at the far end of the field that we missed because of the headland. Oh, where does this end? I didn't think it was as long as that. Here we go. Let's get ourselves into position here. Forward. And we'll drop the mowers down for this final little piece. So it didn't take too long. I don't think I'm going to leave the whole thing in because I'm just gone up a field about 20 times. But, ooh, there we go. Let's go ahead and get these lifted up again. And we'll finally go and get this little bit, and now we can get a windrow. So I've decided what we're going to do. I think we are going to take out a loan instead of renting. I don't think... When in real life would you even bother renting a windrow? Because I'm pretty sure if you're going to be doing silage, chances are you've already got it. In fact, this is more than one row over here. It looks like it may be 2 or 3. I didn't realise it was this big. Dang it. So quick to get rid of this little bit then. It looks like 3 rows. 3 will be enough. So yeah, I decided we're going to go for the Kuhn windrow to begin with. We'll take out a loan and we'll save up for the rock one, which is a merger, not a windrow. Alright, let's get to about here. I'm going to go this way actually because there's a tree there. I don't really want to end up in it. That'd be very uncomfortable. See, we've got the back window open. Where is the line? Here it is. Let's get ourselves down here. It's really struggling. How fast are we going here? 9 miles an hour with these mowers on. I'm not sure what the horsepower is of this JCB, but I'm assuming it's not all that much. It's probably like 100 and something. I'll have to check in a second because it will be in the garage, like specs. Right, there we are. That's that done. So the final piece now, which is this piece here. Get that lower down. Ah, there's a tiny tip. Ah, why? Why can't you just fit into this piece? Right, okay then. So I underestimated that a little bit. But I'm not going to bother going back up and doing it. We're just going to reverse over it and drive forward. We'll have to lift up these mowers actually because I think we're about to snap them off by doing that. There we are. Lower them back down. In fact, we don't need GPS anymore. Let's get that off. Awesome stuff. And now we can go ahead, fold these up, and start taking them back to the yard. And we'll go ahead, take out a loan, and get ourselves a windrow. So I was looking before this video was recorded. Let's go ahead and jump out of here a second. Yeah, I was looking at windrow mods, but unfortunately, what the heck is going on here? I can't find any good ones that are reasonably sized, just like the Kuhn ones, even if it was a reskin. I was trying to look for a Macau one, but couldn't find one. I don't think that front one's lifted up. No, it's not. The back one is. Awesome. 4-wheel drive off. Beacon lights on. I didn't close the door because I'm an idiot. There we go. Oh, actually, we need to turn off the back wheel steering as well. There we go. So I'm not sure if that's road legal or not. You guys will have to tell me that actually work on farms, because I have no idea if 4-wheel steering is road legal or not. So yeah, I'll quickly take this back to the yard, and I'll meet you guys there. Right, so we're just packing away the rear mower here. Let's go ahead and unfold that so we can lower it down. Lower it down, and we can disconnect. If I hit the right button, we can disconnect that. We get the front mower now. This is also where I'm storing the pallets and the bags and all that stuff. So that shed is going to be for our windrow when we get it, our mowers, and all of our pallets as well. So this is what this the sole use of this shed is here. In fact, I probably should have kept the telehandler in here instead. I may do some reorganising at some point. Right, so we need to go to finances. In fact, how much is the windrow? Let's quickly check here. So we want to go to windrowers, £28,000. We don't need that much, but of course we don't want to be dead broke as well after, because we need to pay for our carting tractors and stuff when we go to collect it. Where are we looking at? Finances. We're going to borrow about... there we go. That shouldn't be too much. So we've gone ahead and borrowed a little bit. Let's go ahead, go back to windrows. We're going to buy this so we don't have to pay rental charges every day. So it should pay for itself eventually. Let's go ahead and reverse that here. Right then, so we should... guys, I appear to have accidentally double-clicked somehow. Please say one of these is rented and not bought. Yeah, okay, so we have a rented one as well. I must have clicked the wrong button. That's more like it. That was a little bit awkward. I didn't even realise we rented it. Maybe that was what I was meant to do at the beginning of the video and completely forgot. Oh dear. I'm going insane. I swear I'm going insane. Right. So we're going to go ahead and back this up here. Right, so we'll go ahead and get it attached. Now I do have manual attach installed, but I forgot to turn it on because I'm an idiot. So it's going well today. Right, so what we're going to do is take the scenic route up to the store. Because there's no point in going back to the yard. We literally have no need at this point. We're just literally going to drive straight up to field number 4. But I think the quickest way to get to there would be to go left here, then left again, and then back up through that way. Up that really, really steep hill, if it's still there. I don't even know if it's still there. I've not been there yet. Let's turn out of here. Can't really see much. Go, 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 go. Do we have our beacons on? Yes. Cool. So yeah, I don't know if it's still there. This could be a waste of time, but there used to be a really, really steep road down here just next to Sandy Bay stores. So if it is still there, that will be exactly where we're taking this up. So this is my first time down this end of the map, sorry, this far down the map. So we got the, oh, these have all changed. These stores used to be here, but I don't think they were as good quality as that. I think they were low texture quality. Got the station still there, which is now Shell. That looks new as well, that building there. Have I missed the turning? I don't think they... Oh, I can see a road. Wait for this car to come past, because we're going to have to take it out wide a little bit. Okay, so it looks like the road is still here. Fantastic. Is it as steep as it used to be? Yes. Yes, it most definitely is. So if you're the type of person that likes to use large equipment, as you can see, you're going to have to think out your routes, because you're not going to get a huge combine down here, for example. So it is something to take into consideration. I don't like using big equipment anyway. I'm down the middle, like down medium, I'd say. Small to medium. Probably medium, I'd say. And that just fits down here. So yes, you don't want to take large equipment down here. Plus, at this current stage, I don't think you'd have large equipment anyway, because we've only got like 5 fields. Maybe when we start to expand, we can start looking at bigger equipment. But yeah, for now, really no point. Look at that for a view. So we're coming up the hill now, and you can see we've got a fantastic view of Sandy Bay. We've got the castle right there, train tracks, beach. Amazing. So here's our field. We're going to get into here without getting stuck. Yes. Right. So what is the working width of this? I think I need to come in a little bit more, but I think it's about the same actually. So we're set to we're set to 9 meters. So what is the actual working width? 9.3. So yeah, we're pretty much there. I meant 7.9 by the way. So we need to go to... I'm just going to go 9. I think that's going to be a little bit of a like an error margin for us then. But here, we're going to do our headland last. Get the windrows up to the proper speed. So just looking at the weather quickly, you can see it's meant to be raining today, but it's not. So in the last episode, the episode before when I said it's not 100% that's going to happen, as you can see, that's a good example of it. So we may not actually get rain at all, which is hopefully going to be the case, because we need to do our silage. We'll go ahead and lower this down. Activate GPS, and we are away. Starting in a random place, it doesn't matter that much. We're going to do the headland last as per usual, like I usually like doing. And my voice is on its way out again. So, I don't actually own... Actually, no, I do own a silage trailer. Forget that. I was about to say I don't think we own a silage trailer, but I just realised we do. We own the... I forgot what it's called. The Browan? Or the Brogan? Something like that. That's the silage trailer we have on this map. So, I think we're going to use the Jaguar. We'll dust the Jaguar off, because we've not actually used it yet. And we'll dump that down. Now I'm just wondering, actually. No, okay, no. I made my mind up. Yes, I made my mind up. What we are going to do is use the Jaguar to shoot it into the Brogan silage trailer. And then I think what we're going to do is use our silage clamps. And then when it is actually turned into silage, we'll transport it down to the EVGA. I know it's probably a really long-winded way of doing it. But it saves us driving down there at the moment, and it means the Jaguar's not going to be stood in the field waiting for the trucks to get back, or traders in this case. Let's go into this row here. I think we can. Yes. So the windrows aren't actually that bad. They're actually a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. It may just... I don't know why they look so small on the ground originally, but we should have quite a nice bit of forage here. Now, if the ground... The reason I was checking the ground is because... we may possibly be able to get the Tatra on here as well. So if we can shoot it into the Tatra, we'll have double the working capacity, which will mean we can get more silage done whilst we're working in the field, basically. But of course, if it starts raining, we can't use the Tatra because it will end up getting stuck in the mud or something. Coming towards the end of here. I think we're going to go this way. Right, so this is our final pass here now. It's not very long at all, actually. So once we get to the end of here, in fact, I'm going to turn off GPS now. And we'll go straight into our headland now. So hopefully we can do this in one headland. So that we ended up in this corner here. Once we're done. And we're pretty much ready for the next episode now. So just go quickly zip around here. A little bit messy here, but not to worry. It should all merge into one now. So we'll go along here. So yes, the reason we don't have any animals just yet, as I roughly said earlier, in fact we'll get a GPS on here and just relax. Yeah, basically the season mod adjusted, I think it adjusts the animal prices, so they'll be cheaper to buy in the winter. The only bad news is about that, they also take more food in the winter as well, so we need to make sure we're definitely ready for our cows. I've missed a whole row on this side by the look of it. How have I done that? Oh dear, we'll come back and get it in a second. I've missed like a whole section. Oh dear. Yep, need to come back and get that. So yeah, the animals take a lot of food in the winter, not so much food in the summer. So we'll gather it all up now. We'll start gathering it all up now. So the silage is what we're going to be using to feed them. We need to get some hay at some point as well, which is going to be awkward because we've only got one grass field. We may donate one of our grass fields for just hay, basically. So we may do our sheep pen, for example. We'll mow that out before we get our sheep. And all the grass that we get from that will turn into hay. That may be what we have to do. I missed a little bit there. Oh well, not really going to matter. It's only really cosmetic. It's not going to bring much more yield to the swath. Also, guys, I'm interested to know, how does this microphone sound? It's not final. I've still got to wait for my boom arm to come, so I'll be able to position it a bit better next time, but it should be quite good, because it's quite an expensive microphone. This is different once again. So this is episode number 3 of Sandy Bay, and all 3 episodes we've been using a different microphone. I can hear a plane. Where's the plane? Right, so we'll do this little bit here that we've got left. Like so. I'll just merge this up real quick into the swath that's already here. Awesome. Get that lifted up. So I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to go head over to this end of the field and do the bit that I missed because I'm a derphead. If you did enjoy this episode, please tap the thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. Join us in the next episode where we'll be collecting the silage and start dumping it off into the clamp. Collecting the forage, sorry, and dumping it into the clamp. Make sure you, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the bell button right next to the subscribe button. That gives you notifications when I next go live. I will be doing a lot more live streams. Let's get that lowered. No, let's not get lowered down. I made a mistake. There we go. So hit subscribe to see more from myself. Hit that like button. It really does mean a lot. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.